Hi everybody, and it's Friday again, and it's the end of week 8 of the school part of the lockdown. I hope you've had a really good week. Just returned back after half term. Obviously, I hope you had a really good week off, enjoying that fantastic sunshine. And obviously, finding it a little bit hard, I guess, to get back into schoolwork straight away on Monday, but I hope you found it a bit easier as the week's gone on. As you can see, I'm coming to you this afternoon from one of our lovely art rooms. And obviously, like I always say, missing you here in school, and I bet you're missing being in school and seeing all your friends face to face. But I hope you've had a good week and you're staying safe. I guess this week has been a little bit tainted in many ways, hasn't it, over the last 2 weeks actually, about all the news in America about the riots that have gone on in reaction to the awful thuggery and the murder that's taken place of one of their own, and George Floyd dying in a really difficult circumstances that has caused ripples all around the world. And I hope you spent time reflecting on that, and I'll come to it at the end because Mr. Collard wrote a lovely piece in his bulletin about it, and I'm just going to read you a bit of that in a few moments that helps us to reflect. But I think I hope you have spent a bit of time looking at that and looking at what it means for us in our society, questioning how tolerant we are and how we deal with those situations here in our own country. Because in many ways those things have happened in similar ways, not quite as severe, but they do happen in our country as well, and we've got to really think about those, particularly you as young people. But I'll come back to that in a moment. Had some amazing contributions to our year group bulletins this week, so well done to all of you that are really engaged in that. It's definitely a case of you get out what you put into those things, so well done. 145 nominations for Star of the Week in Year 7. That's absolutely awesome. Well done. I love Miss Godfrey's phrase at the end of her bulletin this week about being the reason someone smiles today. Have you been the reason that somebody else in your household smiled today? If you have, well done. If you haven't yet, then get on it. The day's not yet out, and you can make that happen. In Year 8, you had a Year 8 year group quiz, which is great, and lots entered into that. And well done to 8RO, who have caught up a bit on their running, because I said before half term they were a little bit behind on their running challenge, and well done to them. They've caught up, but they are doing really well in their bake-off challenges. Sophia Jacobson, her amazing gingerbread creation this week. Well done, gaining lots of house points there, and a really, really great creations. Year 9, obviously, you've got a completely different style in many ways. The start of your week this week, you started your GCSE work. Hope you've really enjoyed starting that and getting into it, and are really engaging. Again, you will get out of that exactly what you put in. So put everything in and you'll get a huge amount out. So well done to you. Some amazing projects coming through. Just name one of those. A great theatre research project by Martha in 9KO that I saw. Well done. Really, really good. You obviously really enjoyed doing that, and some great singing contributions on YouTube from a group in Year 9 as well this week. I'll touch on Mr. Collard's bit about social injustice in a moment from Year 10, but they are doing very, very well. So well done to Year 10. I'll talk a bit about what's going to happen for you in a moment. Year 11 is a tough time for you, obviously. I hope you've been engaging. We've got one more week left of the time that you've been giving over to the pre-Year 12 work, the pre-A level and pre-sixth form work that you've been given. Got one more week of those before you're officially let free for the rest of the summer. So I hope you're really, really enjoying that. In the sixth form, saw some great pictures of Mr. Woodhouse, who's looking after Year 13 right through to the bitter end, of him trying to learn to skateboard. I think he looks like he's achieved managing to do an ollie on his skateboard, and well done to him. And big thanks to Miss McAvoy for hosting a Year 12 quiz again this week, and that looks like it was really successful and lots of people getting engaged with that. So a really, really big well done from me on all of those. In terms of what's happening over the next few weeks, there's going to be a bit of a change for Year 10, because at some point in the next 2 weeks we're going to be welcoming some Year 10s back on each day so they can get engaged in some learning back into school. Year 12, we're hoping to do something for you as well. Year 7, 8 and 9, you're going to have to carry on doing what you're doing really well at the moment, which is carrying on working at home, because we just can't fit you into the school at the moment due to all the restrictions, and it's the best place and the safest place for you to be for everybody's sake at the moment is to carry on doing your work at home. So that's how things are going to be, and I'll be writing to the Year 10 parents over the next few days exactly how things are going to work in terms of some part-time return to work for Year 10 to school. I'd just like to finish my video this week just reflecting on a bit of the end of what Mr. Collard wrote to his Year 10s in his bulletins. And I'm just going to read something out to you. It's about social injustice, and I thought it was really pertinent in terms of the news from America and what's been going on there. The best way to prevent and stop injustices is to educate ourselves, rather than just posting on social media. Understand why these protests are happening. You are the generation that will be trying to fix them in the future. Learning about current events will help you understand the world around you. When we see what's going on in the world, it can change our whole perspective on life. And by reading and watching the news, you will learn to formulate opinions on real life problems. I think that's so true, and I'd really encourage you, you have got a little bit more time on your hands to look at the news, see what's happening, make an opinion about it, and hopefully do something about it as well, and have a place in the world in the future, because you will be impacted by these things in many years to come, how our society evolves. Think about how you want to come out of lockdown a better person than you went into it, and how you can contribute to the world in the future. So I think those are really important things to think about. Something that was that I would like you to do as well is I want you to get out, and this was an idea in one of the year group bulletins, get out a world atlas and pick a country in the world. Just put your finger on it, and when you put your finger on it, I'd like you to say a few prayers for the people in the world, in that country. Think about how they are coping with the current pandemic. Think about how they're coping in their own lives. Think about how lucky we are in our own lives. But just say a prayer for them, and that they are probably in a better place, particularly if you pick a country that is in the developing world, where they're having a really tough time managing this. They haven't got the healthcare services that we have. So say a few prayers for them, please. I'll be saying a prayer for all of you and for your families and your friends, that you will stay happy, that you stay healthy, and that you get to the end of next week in the same place and continue to be really successful. So well done for all of your home learning this week. Enjoy your weekend. Have a happy and healthy weekend, and God bless to you all. Lots of love. Okay, goodbye.